Welcome to the instructional part of the video. You can get tabs and backing tracks if you go to my website, www.erichaugenguitar.com. For additional resources, consider supporting me on Patreon. We put a host of membership rewards up there, things like access to exclusive monthly live streams, coupon codes to my tab store, and copies of Runes, my new EP. For information about the sound tools and guitars I'm using in this video, go ahead and click on the description box underneath in YouTube. Now, let's get to learning. Okay, so Mike Campbell's opening solo. So we're just going to do a quick little hammer on from 10 to 12 up high of that high E. And then he's thinking of pentatonic minor in his 7th position. You know, if we're thinking Cage, the one based off of this E minor shape here. So then he is going to do a very delectable bend on the 10 of the B. Very cleanly, he gets that up. Lets it go down. And his lovely vibrato there of, 10, down, 8, 10, 9, 9. Now, look at that vibrato. Let's talk about for a split second for those of you who struggle with vibrato. I think you can see my thumb. I don't know. Death grip. So the neck is actually pivoting, where I have this knuckle here, because it's a pivot point. Middle finger is there on the 9 of the G, and if you look, I have index finger behind him supporting. It's actually my wrist that's turning just a little bit down, up, down, up, down, up. That's one of the many ways to get a nice bluesy vibrato. You know, some people do this. That might work for you. It tends to sound shreddy to me, because they're usually in the middle of something. But blues guys, they have that one. You'll see Clapton sometimes do, like, I forget what I've seen him do. He has a different one that's like more open and wide, but typically it's like death grip, like that. And then he floats along with a vibey minor 7th arpeggio there. There's the chord. So yeah, he's no dum-dum. He knows what he's doing. It's 9, 8, 10. Let him hang, does it again. And then we launch into my arrangement. So it's basically a bluesy, the song or the verses, E, G, A, and they're not major or minor. I would say they're power chords, because E minor sounds too sad, E major sounds too happy. So I was like, So, D to the 2 there, and there I am, 0, 2, 2, flat there, so I can go. That's very ZZ Top Lagrange. Anyway, so that my pinky's out on the 5 here of the D string. That's all it is. A G power chord, 3 and 5. An A power chord, 5 and 7, and I might do a little index fingers flat so I can go at the end. Comes around again. And then I just get bored. So I was like, and now I'm just going to play around with that structure and vaguely aim at the melody, but not feel compelled to do it exactly. So I don't know why I did a little Curtis Mayfield Pusher Man leading into the next part, which is 5, 7 octaves. Middle strings muted out by the fat part of our pointer finger, index finger for my across the pond friends. 5 and 7, 7 and 9, 10 and 12. Yes, and notice, the muting. I can hit all 6 strings and only get 2 of them. That's, it's just a simple little lick, but yeah, to get it clean and not have it be, it requires some work. So that's my vague take on Stevie's vocal melody. So once I did my little pusher man fill, I'm aiming for this because this is the note she bends a lot. Her F sharp's messing around approaching a G. So it's 7th fret there of the B. Just a 1 fret bend. It's going to go up. Land on 9 there of the G. And I notice she bends this note too. Yeah, so that's going up. That 9's going to go up. Yep, and down to the 7. And then we're on an A chord. Hey, look, there's another A power chord on my D, 7 and 9. Reach back to get from that 7 to a 5. Just because I knew it would sound cool, because it's in the blues scale. So that part of the phrase. And then I was like, ooh, I'm getting kind of funky here. Let's keep going with that. So you can see what happened is like I started in one place and it just kept going somewhere else. So then I was like, well, where's an E minor? Up there, 12, 12, 0. And like, where's like a, and it's still on E minor, so I was like, it's like just a different way to do it. 12, I have an E minor 7 at that point, sorry. 12 on the D, and then 9 on the G. So you got, yeah, and then instead of doing the G, I do like a G fill, which I'm thinking that, so that's 7, you know, this caged shape here, the C-shaped G. So what is that? That's 7, 9, 7, and then I don't know why I did that on the A, but I did. It just seemed to flow nicely, which is kind of the same thing. If this is an A here, it's not wrong. I think it applies some of the notes she hits. G on my G string, 7, 9, 7, 9. And now we're getting to the pre-chorus, which is really C, and then you couldn't be, and so forth. Then it's gonna be that again. So I was like, booyah, there's a C. 10th fret of my D string. And then this is pretty accurately their harmonies. They're doing thirds. Tom is a third below Stevie. 8 and 7. Change strings. 11 and 10. 9 and 8. 7 and 7. So it's like, and then that was for the C chord. D, I hit an open D. Yeah, so they're going, Tom is, yeah, they're doing a funny thing on the D chord. 0, 7, 10, 0, 7, 7, and then 9, 7. Back around to a C, and this time I'm going to put those thirds just a little bit different. Instead of having that, I'm just putting them over there to make my life easier. 12, 12, 10, you know, and I always look from the lowest note down. When, yeah, so it's 10, 11, 7, 9, 9, 8, yeah. This time it's a little different. So when it gets to the D that time, it's 0. There's a great mouth noise. 0, 9, 10. There's those 7s. 4, 5. Yeah. So that whole run. That's the same. That's the same. And then that was tricky to kind of find a way to cop that. Let's look. 10, 12, 12, 0, because that's the C. It's that. But the way it's syncopated, the band's going bam, 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 and so I had to make it line up. So 10, hit it. Yeah. You don't hit the bottom note again. If you watch, he just slides back up in between. He goes. Little sneaker. And then heart around. So that's 10, 12, 12, or 10, 12. Boom! And then you hit them all on that downbeat again. And then, instead of doing it up there, because my hand was stuck there, I was like, oh no, I need an E. So I'm all the way up at 17 there. And then it does the same. And then one of his lightning fast little things down low that's very much. Anyway, his little thing down low, where am I? And then all pull-offs. 3-0, 3-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2. And then back to that thing. I guess I like to reference the other songs that I see in things, because I think that if you can recognize the similarities to ideas and sounds, it's good ear training, and it helps reinforce them and helps you remember them. Anyway, there you go. I knew I wanted to do another Stevie Nicks song or another Fleetwood Mac song. I had done The Chain previously, and that came out really well. I always like this song. Usually me and my wife sing it really loud in the kitchen while we're cooking dinner. I do the Tom Petty part, she does the Stevie Nicks part. And so it actually was a significant challenge to make a little arrangement out of it, because it's really just a bluesy vamp in the verse. So it took a good month or two till I found something that sounded kind of cool to me. The pre-chorus is really fun to play, and then of course Mike Campbell's tasty leads, well, that's just the icing on the cake. Anyway, have fun with that. Thanks for watching.